Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back again here on PlayStation Source, and it is February 1st, a brand new month is upon us. Your rent is due. It is now my birthday month. Shout out to all the Pisces out there, you know what I'm saying? But we do have a fresh batch of PlayStation Now games that you'll be getting access to with your subscription to PlayStation Now. So we got a few good, a few bad, a few questionable, but we'll get into all of that here on this update video for PS Now for February 2022. And if you like the content, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. So let's get the big one out of the way. Let's get straight into it here. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition, is available for PS Now with your subscription this month. Play the genre-defining classic of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, updated for a new generation, now featuring across-the-board enhancements, including brilliant new lighting and environmental upgrades, high-resolution textures, increased draw distances, Grand Theft Auto 5 style controls and targeting, and much more, bringing this beloved world to life with all new levels of detail. Now, I know that description is not really reflective of what we got with the Vice City Definitive Edition and the other Definitive Editions that were upgraded for Grand Theft Auto. Like, definitely we all probably are well aware that, this did not launch in the best state. This, I probably would assume, still isn't in the best state as of right now, as of recording this video. I haven't checked out this whole Definitive Edition because I'm waiting for it to get fixed and updated and all that great stuff. But if you want to check it out here on PS Now, it is available. And I want to read off two different scores here for GTA Vice City to be very, very clear and very transparent here. So if we're talking about the game at its core, right, from a PS2 standpoint, when it first came out on PS2, that was a 95, right, a very, very high score. Now the Definitive Edition collection, right, is 49. So take that as you will, right? So obviously, the Definitive Edition isn't the best way to play GTA Vice City right now. It may be the only way that you'll be able to access this game if you want to play it at all. But I will say, I have heard that in spite of, all of the issues with the Definitive Edition and such, there is still a great game under the hood with Vice City, and that it is still at its core a very great Grand Theft Auto game. But just keep in mind, this is specifically the Definitive Edition that came out in November of 2021, where definitely issues are here and are to be expected in terms of this game specifically. Next up here on PS Now update for February 2022, we'll be getting access to this game here called Little Big Workshop. Play a factory tycoon in charge of your very own tabletop factory. Organize the factory floor, manage your workers, purchase machinery, and design efficient production lines, all within time limits and to your client's satisfaction. Start out with just a small workshop and expand to a desk-filling factory. Unlock even fancier machines, add even more production methods, and most of all, more room. Soon enough, you'll be filling multiple production lines, producing hundreds of advanced products every day, and watching with joy as your cute workers do the actual work. This seems like some crazy capitalism type of thing going on here. I don't know, man. I don't know how that sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they're being, paid respectfully, of course, and are under good working conditions, absolutely. But you can play that here on PS Now. Don't know a ton about this game, but the only Metacritic score I can find is an Xbox One score of 62, so that has to mean it's somewhat of a fine and sound game overall. And it seems like if you're into the more like simulation games where you are kind of organizing a environment or some type of scenario, whether it be a city like in City Skylines, etc., it seems like you'll be able to like this in terms of it being a very similar game in terms of genre, but you're working in a workshop and trying to maximize profits and efficiency and stuff like that, while hopefully your workers are unionized. Okay, hopefully they're unionized, hopefully they're all safe and all that great stuff. Next up here, so I've heard about this game before in the past from a few different people, but I've never actually seen it in real gameplay in real time and everything. But this game is called Through the Darkest of Times. You are the leader of a small resistance group in 1933's Berlin in this historical resistance strategy game. Your goal is to deal with small blows to the regime, dropping leaflets to spread awareness about what the Nazis are really up to among the people, painting messages on walls, sabotaging, gathering information, and recruiting more followers. And all of that while staying undercover. If the regime's forces learn about your group, the life of each member is in grave danger. So I did not realize it was this serious about this historical content context of Berlin 1933 era with the Nazis and all that such. Also didn't realize that it was a strategy game. That's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? If y'all are into that, you know, strategy game type of genre, that's really neat as well. And with a Metacritic here of 71 on PC, did not have scores on PlayStation. The game is out on PlayStation, I believe, but we just didn't get scores for that on Metacritic. But 71 on PC looks to be a pretty good score overall. And yeah, if you want like a really, you know, riveting, dark, interesting art style, I'll say as well, like a really cool art style that reminds me of like Drinkbox games and such like that, with like Drinkbox Studios. Very similar type of vibe to that as well. If you're into all that, definitely check out Through the Darkest of Times on PS Now, dropping for the February 2022 update for PlayStation Now. And lastly, here we have this game here called Death Squared for PlayStation Now for February 2022. Get together with a loved one, a group of friends, or even the whole family, and guide teams of 2 or 4 robots through increasingly complex levels to their color-coded goals. But beware, the path through each level is littered with cunning death traps that quickly send the automatons to the big scrapyard in the sky. To progress, players must work together to learn each stage through trial and error, putting newly gained knowledge into action to survive and succeed. In addition to the 2-player story mode, Death Squared includes insane party chaos challenges specifically designed for groups of 4. A single player can also enjoy the traditionally 2-player story mode, and 2 players can tackle party chaos by controlling 2 robots with 1 controller. Okay, I feel like that was a very wordy, objective description of this game, but it looks to be some sort of puzzle game where, you know, essentially you are controlling a block and you have to get it to your color-coded goal and stuff like that. And it looks like it is a really neat puzzle game that seems to take mechanics from both a cooperative level and of course by yourself that you can do as well and make the game more challenging if you want to, with that party chaos mode and such. And with a Metacritic here of 72, looks to be a pretty good game overall, you know what I'm saying? And once again, you know, I'll reiterate, like I said at the top, this month isn't like the craziest month in terms of PS Now games overall, but this one I think is a pretty cool game overall, all things considered, and might be up your alley. It might be worth your time if you have a PS Now subscription for the month of February 2022. So those have been your games for PlayStation Now for the month of February 2022. You'll be getting access to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition, Little Big Workshop, Through the Darkest of Times, and Death Squared for your consoles. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Guys, do not forget Road to Forbidden West every single Sunday gets uploaded. Definitely go check out that. And for real, guys, hitting that like button does do wonders for the channel. I promise. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.